Hey, what's up? Riverboat Rob here. So I'm getting ready to try and install a winch on the front of the riverboat. So as you can see, it's just a Harbor Freight winch that I picked up. My light bar, my LED light bar, I had mounted here, not on top of the winch, of course. And so what I'm going to do is I gotta move it back and out of the way of the trolling motor still, of course. But now I have to mount it up. So I picked up some angle iron, some aluminum angle iron from Home Depot. I'm gonna go ahead and start on trying to build me a bracket for the light to mount on first. First things first. So I kind of got it thought out in my head, but not perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and start building it and figure it out as I go along. I will keep you guys updated. All right, forgive the mess in my garage and the low light conditions. I'm working on that. Lately, I've been working on rebuilding my other Mercury. Rebuilt it from the ground up. I still have the head off because I'm waiting for the gasket. I got everything else back together in the 40 horsepower Merc. Got the head over there. I'm getting stuck in the mud. Part of the reason why I'm adding the winch. But I have the angle iron. I'm about to cut 2 pieces to the length that I need, and then take. Alright, so I have 2 pieces cut the same length, and what I'm thinking is I'm going to put them together like this, like a U. Rivet that together for the light to mount on top of. I brought a new rivet gun because my old one is kind of a mess. Voila. I'm thinking go with these big boys right here. I cannot tell you what size they are. I had these from when I framed out a deck for my first John boat. Alright, got the holes all drilled. Now, I could have laid these out, marked it down, laid them out more symmetrical than I did, but I wasn't really worried about making them too symmetrical. I said I messed up a little bit. I had put the 2 pieces of angle iron together, clamped them together, drilled the holes. You take it apart and they don't line up like that. So what I had to do was, I got to re-drill them this way. So I have the holes I drilled, then I have to drill through those. And instead of clamping it, I just did one, put a rivet in it to hold it together, then I just drill these other ones out and rivet those together. Just about got this riveted together. And I'm sitting here working on this, and little Bradley sending me pictures of he's out there catching them up. See what I'm doing? Working, man, working. You're out there catching the big ones. It's all right. I'll be out there. All right. Hopefully, you guys were able to see in my garage. It's I got a whole lot of light in there. Working on it. My other one does, but that's the one I got when I originally had brought the house. I got electric installed in a new one, but not that one yet. Anyways, it's about to get serious. So that's what I have so far, which I like. Of course, I'm going to paint it and whatnot, but now I'm thinking I take another bracket that length, put it on first, bolt it down, slide that over it, rivet that to the bracket I have bolted down. Then you have this box with the and this is where this is your power cord to control the winch, you know, so you can do it from outside the boat, take some weight off the boat or whatever you're pulling. I'm thinking I'm going to have to put that under here. So if I put that under there, I'm thinking if I pull this part off here, see how much wire I got, cut all the wires, solder new wires on to give me some slack, and just flush mount that part there with the box underneath. That way I can plug the controller up anytime I need to use it. Or same thing, but just add longer cables to go to the battery and maybe mount somewhere on my dash here where I can plug up the control for the winch, then run the batteries run cables all the way up to the motor. But either way, I would still have to pull that box apart. I would have to pull that box apart and try to extend those wires, and then maybe seal this box up somehow so it doesn't get wet, and then just have this part flush mounted. If I can keep this in one of my compartments when I need to use it, just plug it right up at the dash or right up here depending on where I go with. So that's the plan. So I got a busy afternoon ahead of me, but I still have to finish mounting the light first. All the pieces made up, and now I painted them. All the pieces made up and painted and ready to be installed for the mount the light bulb. Now I'm gonna bolt it down with lag bolts. I wanted to do nuts and bolts, but there's no way to get your hand up under there to get the nut on it. So hopefully the lag bolts are strong enough. Goal is, I'm thinking, I'm gonna bolt that down to the bow like that, and you take this here, the part I made. Of course, I'll touch the paint up when it's all done. Slide it over like that, rivet that to that, mount my light on top. Of course, I'll probably mount the light on top first, and I gotta drill some holes for the wires and everything like that. First, I have to get the this piece of angle iron mounted to the bow first. So I got the mount bolted down. I got the mount bolted down. So it turns out there's a, I don't know, a good 3/4 to 5/8 inch piece of plywood right under this aluminum. So it bolted down super strong. I cannot be happier. Very good to know. So that'll go like that. Then this will go on here after I do my wiring. Oh, the camera. After I do my wiring, I did drill one of the holes for the wire so far. That will get riveted on. Of course, that won't be sticking out there, making it look junky. And then the light will get mounted down on top. Of course, it's all crooked right now because of that wire sticking out the bottom. Let me pull this wire out the way. But that'll be it. Nice little mount for the LED light bar up out the way. Then I plenty of room to mount the winch on here now. And the light will stick up over top of it like so. Like that. Pretty cool. I had some things I had to do today, but I did get back to it and I did get it finished. I didn't get the winch mounted yet, but I have the mount I made for the LED light is done. It came out pretty nice, and now it clears somebody honking their horn over there distracting me. It clears the winch now. And what I did was I put the one angle iron here. Then I had made the C one. I will call it a C because it's the shape of a C. Put it over top the one. This one was mounted down. Put it over top the one. Bolted it together. And then I got the idea. I said, you know what? Because really all four corners aren't bolted together. Really, dude. The whole four corners aren't bolted together. So this in the center one, which I wasn't going to be able to get back to and put a nut on the bolt anyways, I drilled straight through I'll put a longer bolt, which I don't have, I have to get one, and a nut on this side that will tie the whole thing together even stronger, even though it's pretty strong now. So stay tuned for part 2, where we will get the winch installed.